Hello and good evening. It is evening here, and yes, we are back with the crew. Thank you so much again for spending your precious time and moments with this old crazy guy. It's come to my attention that we've all lost our minds. Well, most of us. Well, myself included. The way the media is portraying crypto and money is just depends on what side of the aisle or what side of the street you're on these days. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But the part that really even amazes me even more than that is the part that, oh, well, I'm a Cardano person and you're an XRP person, so therefore you're my problem. No, no, I'm sorry, I am an XRP person, but I am not your problem. The fact that you think someone in the world is your problem is probably your problem. I don't know. I'm guessing. That's what life's taught me. So if you have a problem with, I don't care what maxi it is, maybe you're the problem. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe you're listening to other people tell you to hate people. And maybe you're listening to people who, what was it my university, my stockbroker, famous, one of the most famous in the Wilshire district in Los Angeles in the 80s, was my night school professor teaching us all to pass the Series 7 exam to become stockbrokers. Brilliant man. And he said something to me that stuck with me my whole life. And essentially, there's two kinds of people. And there's people who want to convince you how intelligent they are by telling you what's wrong with the world. And then there's the people, well, they just make money. And they don't really have time to worry about what's wrong with the world or how to fix the world. They're too busy making money, earning a living, having kids, taking them to school, enjoying their life, doing the things they appreciate and the things they like. But it's come to my attention lately that a lot of these crypto channels, they just want to tell you what's wrong with the world. Or they want to tell you what's wrong with the other coin. Or they act as if they're so sophisticated and so knowledgeable about the world and the way it all works together. And just listen to me because I'm the intelligent person in the room who's got it all figured out and it's all broken. And that's all you need to do. I was going through my clicks and my likes and I was looking through my back office and my YouTube channel. And I was wondering, Al, you've been doing this almost 5 years now. And gosh, you don't even quite have 25,000 subscribers. Scott, mainly because I don't do a video every day, but mainly because I don't resonate with everybody. Came to my attention that, well, I don't come across as smart enough because I'm not negative enough. Maybe that's an issue. Maybe people like doomsday. Oh yeah, that's right, they do. Yeah. But are the doomsday people making you any money? Are they teaching you how to live within the world in which you live in? Or are they teaching you what to fear about the world in which we all live in? And then it spreads into the people that watch those channels and the people that absorb that content and then become that content. And then those are the people in your chats that are, well, it's like social media grenade in the room. They open the door and they just throw a live grenade in there and they shut the door and they never even go back to the site again. And then it just negatively takes over your whole chat and then your Discord. And then the next thing you know, X is nothing but a bunch of complainers and whiners and problem fixers, solvers, creators. And then you're saying, look, man, I didn't get into crypto to fix the world. I didn't get into crypto to hate my brother and sister. I got into crypto to create a better monetary system, to see the advantages of this technology and build it from today forward. Go on starting this moment, tomorrow, and the following day of building the bridge across this monetary landscape that is nothing more than a minefield of printed money on top of printed money on top of printed money, which is doing nothing but keeping the poor poorer and poorest. That's what all that does. Because they weren't able or didn't have an avenue easy enough for them to connect or collect assets that actually had a future network and use case of the world, a utility for the world. Sure, there's been great utilities, the FANG stocks and all that come to mind, and Tesla, incredible utility coming forward in the world and the rest of that. But they never really had that bottom layer exposure to how to buy the right asset and how that asset was simply going to create a better tomorrow. Perfect, right? That's what we're all looking for, is a better tomorrow for our kids and our family. And yes, the dogs are just gonna push the doors in and then, bust in on this video. When you come to the conclusion that the way we're going about crypto is all wrong, it's like, what have I been part of the problem? Yeah, to some degree, I suppose I have. But can we find a way to get along? Comes to my attention this week in particular because, see, I'm going to Las Vegas for an entire week. And 3 of the days that I'm going to be there, I'm at a Bitcoin-only convention. And then, well, I guess I'll put on a different shirt for that show. And then I have to pretend that, I can't associate with those people, and I have to go the last 2 days to an XRP show. And I have to pretend that, I didn't hear the discussion in the room talking negatively about the other coin. I'm the guy in the middle who's sitting there going, do you understand we need both? You do understand we need both, right? And I know all the people are going to tell me, no, you just need Bitcoin or you just need XRP because the world, as long as they fully adopted my project or what I believe in, the world will be perfect tomorrow, Alan. I got it all figured out. And everybody in my X group and everybody in the Discord that I follow has told me exactly that. And I'm sitting back saying, I'm of 2 minds now. Now I'm of 2 minds thinking, I can picture both of those succeeding together. And why is it so few people do? How is that so difficult for us? I mean, is there only one FANG stock? No. Is there only, Apple? No, actually there's, not Apple. Everything that isn't Apple isn't Apple. And there's thousands of computer manufacturers who make stuff that isn't Apple. Does that mean Apple's problem? No. Does that mean Apple's better than the rest of them? No. Android works perfect for a lot of people. This is where we're headed. This is what I know because, I've had 65 years to kind of figure out what mass adoption means. And mass adoption never means that, everybody in the world goes to Blockbuster. Nope, that didn't happen. Everybody in the world goes to, CDs. No, actually, that didn't happen either. A lot of people did. But everybody in the world didn't listen to CDs. You have to know the problem in the game and the solution. You got the game, you got a problem. You got the game, you got a solution. Where are you at? Are you in the game? Can you see the future? Can you see what's coming to us all? Does it resonate with you? Do you have a better world pictured in your mind of what these tools can do for us? good, then you're halfway there. You keep that notion of what am I going to build? I'm not going to worry about whether or not AI is going to destroy the world or that coin project is the problem with the world. I'm going to say, how do I build a better tomorrow? What tools are at my access to make that happen? Because see, I go to these shows and I go to this show and these guys have great projects and they're working on these things. They have great wallets and secure wallets and have different manners in which they do things. And you're like, wow, this is brilliant. And look at these young minds and they're creating this beautiful, perfect, in their little platform, perception of what our lives can be in the future. And then I go to the next show and I get the same content, the same incredible people. They don't even know that each other exists. They're in completely different planets, but they're creating virtually the same brilliant ideas. And then you get the people, which I love both. I love them both. I love all 30 of my favorite 30 coins. And then you get the people who are stuck on telling me what's wrong with the other planet, telling me what's wrong with those people, when I've been in the room with them. I've heard their brilliant ideas and their brilliant minds, and I've seen their data, and I've seen the code they've written, and I know it works, and I know it's brilliant. And yet I have the other of my side, of my two minds, telling me they're the problem in the world. Are those people creators? Are they creating? Or are they destroying the future? Do they do it to make themselves sound smarter? Because it's polluting social media to a level that I don't go on X anymore. I really don't. I mean, there's something about being able to post a video, make a video, post the video, and just be done with it. That's really brilliant. But you get in some of these chats on X and you get in some of these social media places, and if it just tweaks a little bit to the wrong direction, it just floods in. And I have news for you. If you want to be really successful on YouTube, try and sound smart. Try and wear an unwrinkled shirt, unlike this one, and try to talk negatively about as many things, as many governments, blame the wealthy, blame your neighbor, and blame the person who has a coin that you don't have for all your misgivings in your life. That's how you create a phenomenal YouTube channel. You'll have hundreds of thousands of people. Great. Wonderful. So you get to be the rotten egg every time when you shoot a video. No. See, this man, we're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. In fact, I don't even want to talk about those channels in the sense of who they are and what they're doing any more than I have to. I just want to bring it back to everybody's attention level. Be careful. Be very, very careful of what you allow between this precious real estate, because you don't need negative thoughts about another human being rattling around inside your head. You don't need it. Life can be tough enough on its own. What you need is you need to see the finish line. You need to see that you're almost there. And you need to see the joy and the happiness and the peace that this will bring you in virtually every moment of your life. Forgot the philosopher's name. Brilliant work that Neville Goddard, one of my favorites in so many different ways, so optimistic in different ways. But when you're finding, again, we're going to go back to the two types of people in the world. Most people, you'll find that they either think something's being done to life is being done to them, or they're doing to life. It's kind of and almost all of us vary moment to moment on the subject of the matter or the job or the clearly religion and government and politics. It really depends on the nuance of each conversation. But which one are you? Are you the one that walks around telling all your friends how the world's crushing you? Are you the one that's walking around going, I'm crushing this world? I'm doing what I want to do. I'm thinking about the way I want to think about it. And I'm making a better world for me, my family, and the people in the generations after me. Or are you playing the victim? I hear a lot of victim these days. It's like, wow. And it's not always. It's just on this subject or that matter or this matter over here. And now it's in 3 matters in their life. And now it's, we lost the election, so now I got to play the victim role for 4 years or whatever it might be. That's a hot button. I didn't mean to bring that one up. I'm talking about the little nuances in one's day. Are you the victim in that moment? Has something negative been placed upon who you are? Is there someone to blame besides yourself? Are you at the moment in that of your bad part of your day that seems similar? And every time that sort of one issue or that thing happens to you, that you feel the right to be, I'm going to use a toxic word here, triggered? Or you are the person in that moment of the day that's like, I'm justifiably right and those people are wrong about what I'm thinking right now. That is also the victim to some degree. Remember, essentially, there's fear and there's love. And if you're blaming somebody else, you're fearing them subconsciously. I know I didn't mean to get all philosophical with you guys tonight, but I'm talking about this because if you're in crypto, if you're into assets, if you're into finance, if you believe in a better financial freedom for all people, no matter if they're in gold, silver, crypto, bonds, whatever, stock, oil wells, doesn't matter. If you're into something, do you want to see those people succeed? Are you rooting for the common man or all mankind, even your next door neighbor who bought the exact opposite coin that you own? Are you rooting for them to succeed, or are you hoping they will fail? That's a big one. If you're hoping for another man's failure so you can be right, that's a tough one, guys. Think about it, okay? Just think about that. Because everybody can win. And by the way, the only people that are going to fail is all the people that don't own any assets, because the money printer is coming back on, and we all know it. So it doesn't matter what coin that person owns. Be happy for them, because they're about to crush it. All right, guys, hope you guys got something from this. You know I love you all, and those of you who are going to be in Vegas next week, baby, are we going to have a sweet time. Love it. Okay, guys, I am out. If you see me in Vegas, just come up and shake a guy's hand. Please, I'm begging you.